the live streaming or the live section. So I was saying there is no much gift as such as the gift of men, such as the gift of men. Okay, so welcome back to my live. If you're watching, welcome back to my live. If you're watching now, you're going to watch later. It's a light concept about faith, lifestyle, and purpose. And today is purpose. Is TLC Purpose Academy launch. TLC simply means Team Light Concept. As you know, this my YouTube channel is Team Light Concept. Oh, sorry, I didn't do my introduction proper. Since all the while I've been blabbling, 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 blabbling. I've not done my introduction. Okay, my name is Ofomata Esther. Okay, but I'm popularly known as Light. Light is my purpose name, and this is Light Concept. Okay, this is my concepts, and whatever I'm talking about or whatever I'm saying, this is my concept. Okay, so and then there is a team to this Light Concept called there's a team to this Light Concept. Sorry, I'm trying to break it down to your understanding. While I will start talking about how TLC came about, you get to know why we have all this name together. Okay, I have someone with me here. Hello, welcome to my live section. Ah, you disappeared. Hey, Nigerian people, are you scared? Why did you disappear? All right, okay, let me continue. Maybe the person is feeling shy. Please don't be shy. When you come in, just drop a comment at the comment section and relax and get comfortable. All right, relax and get comfortable. Okay, so as I was saying, the gift of men is so very much important. So this mommy spoke into my life today. I bent down, I was praying, but the word she was saying was really struck into my heart. I'm like, man, all we have on this earth is just purpose. It's just purpose, and purpose depends on what you see it as your definition of purpose in your own perspective or from your own concept. But that's not what we are going to talk about today. Today we are going to be talking about self-discovery. My God, self-discovery. We are going to be talking about self-discovery. Okay, let's get into it proper. I'll be talking about how TLC Academy came about, and then we'll go into what self-discovery is all about. Probably 30-40 minutes we are out of here. We are done with the live section. Okay, TLC Purpose Academy actually started 2020, but then it was not an academy yet. It was just a light concept, doing my light concept stuff during the COVID. So I've always had this passion of speaking to people, and it's about purpose. Anytime I meet new friends, the first thing I always talk to them about is purpose. I don't know how the words always come into my mouth. I just have a way of reminding them that whatever you are doing, make sure it's in line with with the will of God in your life. And I always use the Bible verse Romans 12 verse 3. If you watch my previous video, you will see me talk about Romans 12 verse 2. Sorry, not 3. 2 down. Okay, it says, do not copy the way and behavior of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Then you learn to know the will of God, which is pleasing and perfect. Anywhere I am, this is the NLT version. If I'm sleeping, wake me up. I will always quote this scripture because it came to me as a powerful revelation concerning what God wants me to do for Him on earth. So I always have it at the tip of my hands. So I've always known this part of me. I've always wanted to talk to people about purpose, even in a small circle discussion. I'll just bring it up. I can talk about that and talk about that and talk about that whole of the day. I'm not tired. I just enjoy talking about it. Like when I'm talking about it, I feel this passion and zeal in me. So during 2020, I engaged myself. People travel, I didn't travel. I stayed back in school. Although I was staying close to a spiritual director, so I stayed back in school. I would always enter into his library, study and study and study. I was just reading book. I was just expanding my head, my brain. I was just reading and reading and reading. I would see myself studying 5 hours straight, 6 hours straight. I would just be reading and reading and reading. And as I was reading, and I was reading Christian books anyways, I was reading Christian books, Adibila Akani, Kenneth Hagen, Joyce Meyer. I didn't even read much of Joyce Meyer, and this other one again that I read the book very, very much. Okay, that's Kenneth Hagen. Okay, so I was reading and reading, I was studying. And it got to a point I started noticing that, you know what the word of God does to your life, what books does to you, is that when you read books of men with, I don't know how to put it, when you read books of men that has really transformed, men with transformed lives, what it does is that it gets into your old self and it starts rearranging things. It starts flooding light into your mindset. It just has a way of changing your mindset and making you think the right way. I mean, I saw that on social media one day on my WhatsApp status. Someone said, if you want to get something new, read the old books. And I related it immediately down to 2020 when I was reading lots of books. So I wasn't just reading, I was reading and praying as well. To me, I was just trying to discover more of myself, since I knew I've known it that I'm going to the direction of purpose discovery. I've known it that what I just want to do is get young people, talk to them about purpose. I discovered most persons around me don't know what purpose discovery is all about. Some of them think thoughts that is doing ministry or opening church, having school and all of that. There is no like proper. I just notice that people around me, this is what don't really understand. And anytime I find myself in their midst, one way or the other, I always want to talk about it. So the light kept coming in, kept coming in. I would study, I would pray, and one of the days, what God led in my heart is organize 2 days program on WhatsApp and gather young people together and talk to them about purpose discovery, the ones I've taught you. Because then, yes, as I was reading and praying, he was teaching me a lot of things. And at a point, it was like, these things you've accumulated much, gather them and teach them what you've known. And when I met my teacher director, then he also said the same thing. There is no way you're going to fulfill purpose inside of your room. You read, you study, you pray, come out. Those things he has told you in the secret, you have to come out and declare it in the open. And one of the day, that word came to me. Things I've said to you in the secret, come and declare it in the open. That's the reason why you have that office. You are in that office. That when he sends words to you, you come out to proclaim it to the people. Okay, so but this fear of breaking forth held me. I was postponing and postponing and postponing. Like every time I'm just equipped of this fear. What would people say? Imagine me come out live on social media, start talking. Like, I mean, how is it going to look like? Like I was in ND1 then, that's national diploma. I was in year one in school, so I was in not really year one. Yes, no, that was my year. 2020 was my year two in school. Yes, I just finished year one. So, but it was still looking like, what do you even know you want to see? Imagine when I'm in my room. One funny thing is this: when I'm in my room, I can talk to the walls as if I'm talking to thousands of persons. Sometimes I would want to wash plates. I would see myself holding the plate for close 30-40 minutes talking to the wall. I don't know what would just pin me down. I'll just be talking. And it kept disturbing me, telling me that this is time to come out. But this fear, it was just holding me down. I couldn't do anything. So first of all, I said I should open a YouTube channel, and what I'm going to be talking about is purpose discovery. Open a YouTube channel. I opened that YouTube channel and I started posting. I started uploading ministers' messages. As you can see, I just left it there. It's my stages of growth. It will keep reminding me days I never believed in myself and how I'm now believing in myself and getting much comfortable in myself than I used to do before. So I started uploading videos, but something kept telling me inside, this is not what you open this channel for. You open this channel to talk to people with your face, not with anybody's face. So it took me long, and one of the days, I think that was doing was it Evangelist Lawrence Oyo, if you know him, doing their birthday. Yes, I think it was doing that season. I just summoned courage and I started. It was odd for me because I was shy, my voice was low. The whole now you can get to watch them, go back and watch them. So that was how I started. It wasn't easy. I did one video, it took like 3-4 months to upload another one. I just kept uploading people's video until I get to the stage of believing in myself. So last year August, he came again. Okay, organize 2 days program and talk to people on WhatsApp purpose discovery about purpose discovery. I delayed that and delayed that. Finally, by the help of fatherly words, mentors, godly friends that kept encouraging me, Esther, you can do this, what you're called for, life just go, you can do this, remove this fear. And I did that and organized a program called Speakers. And as I was going, I get to know that this is not just something about course speaker and they come to teach it in the word of God. I don't know how to put it. Like, it's not a pulpit ministry per se. Like, it's not a word like kind of apostolic ministry. Yes, that was all. Because I was thinking in that direction. If we would come pray, share the word, yes, we are going to be talking about the word of God, but the main reason is helping you discover you. There has to be a balance in these things. Okay, it's not going to be it's not going to be an apostolic program, but it's going to be an impactful one. It's going to be a transforming one that would transform you. All right, it's going to be a transforming one that would transform you. So I did that, and to the glory of God, it went well. And after then, life, life hits me. Like, life got me and tied me. Like, when I mean tied, life tied me, bound, and kept me on a side, and I thought all hope was lost. I've talked about my depressed story on this YouTube channel. You can go back to watch the video, of which I'm still going to make it more clearer. But now, okay, I've talked about it before. I got depressed and I stopped believing in myself. I thought everything about me has ended. I thought everything about my purpose has ended. Not until, how God will always have His way. He came through for me. And when it was time, He told me the latter shall be better than the former. The former shall be better than the latter. The former shall be better than the latter. So I'm like, oh, glory to Jesus. And things about me, my giftings started coming forth once again, as He was renewing things. And He said, you know what, this is going to be an academy where you get to train certain set of people. Okay, it's time to come out boldly and tell the world that there's a reason why I've sent them into this world. There is a purpose for them to feel. There is a better version of them coming out. And it's not just about talking about purpose discovery. I also have passion concerning the heartbroken ones, because I've passed through that line and saw how tough it was. Talk about the rejected, people who have felt depressed or committing suicide once in their life. I so much have passion for them. These are the two basic things light concept is all about. As our slogans will always be speaking light to your inner man, helping you to discover your new self and speaking light to your inner man. Everything we are doing here is to bring light to the area of your life concerning purpose that is dark, helping you to believe yourself, trying to refine that you that you never believed in. That version of you think that there is nothing to write home about. Some persons don't even believe that there is no person on earth better than them. Yes, I do tell people, do you know that there is no person on earth better than you? You are the best version of you. Like, you are so unique, you don't even know. If you know how many persons are even striving to come up little to your stage where you are, you know how powerful you are. I wish I knew these things before. TLC People's Academy would have gone far and far, but I appreciate those stages, because when I look back at those stages, I can encourage someone with my experience. I can be able to give you hope that I've passed through this river and I never drowned, and I got to this stage where I'm beginning to start afresh and I'm beginning to start stronger and stronger. So today I'm going to be talking to us on purpose, on self-discovery. Tomorrow, Coach Muyiwa is going to take us on purpose discovery. Alright, so I just have very, very few things to say to us immediately. So the first thing I want to say is this: self-discovery and purpose discovery, they have things similar, but they are not same. Their peculiarity differs, but they are not same. Self-discovery, I'll start this way, it's your stepping stone to purpose discovery. One who has not discovered himself rightly cannot discover what God has called you, what your creator has called you to do on earth. You know what self-discovery is? People think it's about knowing your potentials. Yes, there is that place. You think it's about knowing your career, what you want to study in school. No, it's not just about that. It's about self-mastery, mastering yourself as a human first. If you are first a human before you get to know that, oh, I was called to do something. Yes, you get into a university, you get into a polytechnic, you get into a higher institution. First of all, you have it in mind that you're going to school, that you want to go to school, before you then started thinking about what I want to study in school. You first of all had it in mind that I want to go to school, then you started thinking of what do I want to study in school. That's how it is. So you got to know your personal self first. You got to discover yourself, like master yourself. Who am I? Where am I from? What are my family backgrounds? Do you know your temperament? These are things you discover about yourself, because if you don't get to know yourself properly, when you get to the place of fulfilling purpose, you're going to be having crashes. Because what you discovered in yourself is something that is going to help you know how you are going to live in the days of your purpose fulfilling. It's going to shape in you how you are going to deal with men when you are fulfilling purpose, or when you are fulfilling purpose. It's going to guide you to know how best to do your thing, how best to run your life even while you are fulfilling purpose. Self-discovery is not just knowing your potentials. It's not just knowing stuff you are made of. Yes, you are going to know stuff you are made of, but the body itself, the life itself, you've got to know yourself properly. I don't know what you've heard about self-discovery, but this is my own take to you. This is my own take. Like I said, it's my concept, it's my own take to you. If you don't get to understand yourself, as little as minute as it might look to you, that understanding your feeding habits is also part of self-discovery. As little as it might sound, as weird as it might sound to you, these things are very, very much important. Very, very much important. The other day I was thinking, let me say I have a program to speak on it, maybe 8 p.m. in the night, and I just woke up, and it happens to be that swallow is the only last option for the night, or maybe I have money, but swallow is what I have cooked already in the house, and taking swallow at that time makes me feel dizzy, sleepy, or turns my tummy. Yes, I've had kind of, people will be like, if I take swallow in the night, I'll feel so heavy, my tummy will be disturbing me, all those things, blah blah blah. And you don't even know this thing. Maybe after taking the swallow, you always notice that your body reacts somehow, especially when you take it late in the night, or when you take it in the night, maybe 7, 8 p.m. when you take it late in the night. And after taking it, you just notice that your body is just reacting somehow. And not this why you've never taken time to pay attention to your body system and know what is really causing this thing. That some kind of food, sometimes I'll eat and my body reacts somehow. You've not taken time to pay close attention to yourself, to your body, to know what is this thing, what are these things that I do eat that disturb my body, and what time do I eat them that makes them to disturb my body. And let's assume that, as the instance I'm giving, let's assume that swallow keeps my body a whole lot of storms when I take them, especially at that particular time in the night. And then I went off for a speaking engagement as a public speaker that I am, and I went to speak to people, and I just finished taking EBA, and I know it's not good for my health at that particular time. And I'm speaking to people, and I'm like, oh sorry, my tummy is disturbing me. I'm saying sorry. I'm like, I've said sorry 1 million times to the time I have to say other things I'm going to say, and I'm just saying sorry, my tummy, sorry, and I'm speaking. There is no life in what I'm saying, my body language and all of that. Like, I'm just so troubled. Even from my face, you could tell that there's something wrong with this lady. She's not feeling okay. But if I had mastered myself to that extent, knowing that that kind of food would always disturb me at that particular time of the night, it's wise decision not to take it. If that's the only option, you can take water. Maybe after the program you can take it. If that's the last option, you don't have any other thing to eat, you don't have anywhere to get food from, you can eat it and manage yourself in your room and just lie down there and till everything dizzles down. So as minute as it might look to you, or it might sound to you, these things are important. These things are very, very important. What is my family background? My name is Light. I'm Light. Where am I coming from? In this my family background, yes, it's true that you are not going to live your life based on what your family background is. Maybe your family is not that up and doing. As we are growing up, you notice you're not going to live based on I'm not coming from a very rich family, so it's not my fault. I don't know. You are going to fight for your future. But then how do you even fight for your future if you don't know that you're not up and doing in your family background? Because some people spend money. You see some people in school, they just spend money maybe because they're opportunity to have friends that give them money, that help them all the time, and they use money as though they're not even coming from. When you see them, you'll be thinking these people are this, like they're coming from one wealthy, like when I mean big, like very, very wealthy background. But you'll be shocked that these persons have struggling parents down there in the village. They have parents that are still trying to, like, they're just okay with what they have. Like, they don't just have extra. They struggle, they pay school fees, they struggle, they feed, they just struggle just to make sure that their children are very, very okay where they are. And you see that same child spending money. 50,000 enters your account. First of all, you go and buy hair of 40,000 naira or 30k. You go and make hair of 15,000. You have 5,000 naira left. You go to eat, you eat food of 3,000 naira, if it even be enough for you as your taste might be. Before you know it, you like standing on your toes, you spend 50k in a day, or even under 12 hours. But someone who knows that the family where I'm coming from, I have something to change. I have to prove to my background that yes, I came into this world to change things. They struggled in their own time. This is my time to make a difference. This is my time to bring something new to the family. This is my time to work hard and renew things in my family. If you don't understand this thing properly, it's part of discovering yourself, because your family is still you. If you don't understand this thing properly, tell me, how do you even want to make change in that family? How do you want to live with the consciousness that, man, even if my father is very wealthy, I have to show people out there that I can still make my own money, because your father's money is not going to remain there with you forever. Like, it's not even a curse. It's not going to remain there with you forever. You have to make your own money. You have to make a name for yourself. If you're a lady, you still get to marry and you stop answering your father's name. Even if you're a guy, you won't live with your father forever. One day, your father would expect that you get your own house, your own wife, and build a family for yourself. So when you are in your own family, your father will not keep giving you money. Yes, he can give you money anytime as a father, maybe once in a while. He can just give you money, but it's not even, you won't even be comfortable with it. It's not advisable that your father keeps giving you money. So you have to know, where am I coming from? That's where to start first. This is my background and this is me. What kind of food fits my body properly? I don't know, this thing I'm saying is sounding so simple, it's sounding so childish, might sound so childish, but you know, the little things that will say it doesn't matter, that the real matter, that is really destroying things. Because I discovered this in myself. The time came, I'm like, had even I understood things better, a lot of things wouldn't have been done. But then, that's stages of growth, as I would always call them. That's stages of growth, as I would always call them. What is my temperament? My temperament as a person. Okay, I wrote down some things here. Maybe let me mention it out. If you're taking notes, you can also take notes of that. Okay, I said this is not a call for cultural or religional revival, but a call for self-mastery. Because I'm not telling you to go and start studying the ancient the ancient ojuju that was in your father's compound or stuff like that. No, it's about knowing where you are. That's where you start from, so you can get to know how to manage yourself and how to even present yourself, how to carry yourself, how to live your life. Okay, now I wrote things down here to discover yourself, things you have to know to discover the new you, to know the you. Because this part of you are getting to discover is part of you that has been like dormant for long, that you've not known. Maybe you've known, but you don't know how to get them furnished. Alright, so I wrote down things here. The first thing I have here is temperament. Yeah. First thing I have here is temperament. Remember I said if you don't discover yourself properly, you will not be able to function well in the place of purpose fulfilling. What's your temperament? And we have sanguine, which is being optimistic and social. We have choleric, being self-esteem and irritable. Sorry, being self-esteem and irritable. And then we have melancholy, being analytical and quiet. And we have phlegmatic, being relaxed and peaceful. So which of these do you fall into? Which of these do you fall into? Do you actually know? So if you don't know today, it's a task I'm giving you that will help you in discovering yourself. Go and check out which one are you. Are you the kind of person that gets angry very easily? Yes, I know that we can work on ourselves when we discover parts of us that is not good, that is not suiting to the environment where we are, that is not suiting to what we are called to do, that is not very well mannered. So, but you can't even work on these things if you don't discover them. So the first stage is to get to know it first. What is my fault? What is my good aspect, and what's my bad aspect? What's my fault? What fault do I have? People will call it weak points, but I don't usually like the word weak point because a lot of bad things that people do now, they just turn me to weak points. So what are your faults as human being? Do you know? No one is made perfect, and why God made this like that, so that we can be able to interact with one another. I don't know it all here, or I'm finding it difficult in this place, or I'm not too good in this place. Yes, but my brother, my sister is very good in this place. So when we do things together, we can be able to fit in. Not even in the place of marriage. Talking about normal human relationship. And the movie is coming tomorrow to talk about people's discovery. I'm telling you about self-discovery today. He's a father, but assuming I'm doing this with someone of my age level, I will still get someone who knows much more better than I do. Even if I know someone who has gone, like she or he has gone very far distance in the things I'm doing, so she can speak life into you more than I would do in that aspect. That's relationship. So what's your temperament? Are you someone that things get to irritate you easily? Some people will say they don't like noise, it irritates them. That's being irritable and all of that. Like, okay, you don't like noise, but you are making friends of people that are very lousy, people that are very noisy, people that love noise. Some persons are not doing those things because they don't have manners, but some of them, it's part of them, and they've discovered it's part of them. They roll with people of their type. But you now that doesn't like that kind of environment, you don't even know. What you know is that when you are there, you are angry. I don't just like people that talk too much, but you keep going there. Not that you're not going to be relating with them, but you can know how to distance yourself when it comes to discussing at that length, shouting and all of that. Some persons say when they're with people that makes a lot of noise, they can't concentrate. If they have a work they are doing, they can't really concentrate. Like, it makes them go back to their duties, go very, like, it makes them find it difficult to concentrate or to gather themselves together. And you are staying there. What are you staying there for? Are you staying there to check if it will work or not? You are friends, cool. You are brothers, cool. But you have to find that your space, knowing that the only way I can get myself connected, I can focus on the things I'm doing, is more especially when I'm gathered, when I'm in a cool, calm place. I know the world is very distracting, but you can make a calm environment even in the midst of noise. You can do it if you want to. You must not engage yourself in every conversation that is being thrown out. Not every topic that is being brought about you put your mouth into it, you want to talk about. Not everything trending on social media you should also talk about, because in engaging in this conversation, they can trigger anger in you. Now, if you're someone that gets angry so very easily with the way people talk to you, even if they're playing, some person don't like some kind of joke, they call it expensive joke. Some person will tell you, I know this one is play, something like that. But some persons, when you use that same thing that this Mr. A says, I know it's play, it doesn't really matter. When you use it on Mr. B, she will take it out of like, she's going to lose it on you. She'll tell you, I don't like that kind of jokes. Please don't joke that kind of joke. Yeah, I am. Please don't do that. So that is understanding yourself. Now you're going to understand your temperament. Write it down if you've not known. Go and ask yourself. Observe. You have to observe yourself as a human. What environment fits my temperament most? I know sometimes you have the place of adaptation. You can adapt when you come to an environment that is not very suiting. Maybe you traveled or something, but those moments doesn't really last. It's just for a while, and then you go back to your place of abode or whatever, or wherever. Sorry. So when you are in that your comfortable place, even if not really comfortable, when you are in that place where you stay, your resident, how do you behave to your own self? How do you behave to your own self? Okay, the second thing I have here, which is likely to the first one, is emotions. Do you really know your emotional capabilities? Do you know kind of things that weigh you down? Kind of things that that gingers you, that keeps you on and gives you vibe and all of that. Do you really understand? Some persons, I would say, back then when I was in year one, if I'm very very tired and school, will I call it school frustration and all of that, there's some kind of song I would play and I'll just start crying. Nobody beats me. I'm not even thinking about it. But when I start listening to that song, I would start thinking in line of the lyrics of the music, and I'll start crying. That's because I know the kind of songs that gets my emotion in that aspect, that breaks my emotions down. And when I want to get motivated, I still know the kind of songs or messages to play. Yes, that was me trying to understand myself. So I once used to have trauma. What this trauma does is that if I'm alone, it's very very dangerous. So what I do is that once something occurs that will bring about it and all of that, I don't really want to talk about that. Once something that would bring about it happens and I'm alone because I don't have a roommate, I'm alone in my room, I will just pick myself up and go out. I can go as far as looking for my friends that lives around, or my fellowship people. I'll just keep going. If I don't see anybody, I'll just be walking. So far, as long as I know where I'm going to, I'm not missing it. I'll just keep going. I want to walk out to where people are, so that the threats of the trauma doesn't get to hold me down. Because if I'm alone, at first when I didn't know this, I I would be in my room and we'll be struggling and struggling. Thank God for God and thank God for Holy Spirit that will always come to my aid. Then I didn't know, but when I started discovering myself properly, I understood that the the engine, what fires this trauma is that once I'm alone, I don't have anybody saying anything to me. I don't have anybody doing anything. I don't have anybody I'm seeing or I'm talking to. It's gingering the trauma. It's pushing. It's trying its best to weigh me down or even to to take away my life if it's had the power to do then. So I always just get up, move around. I'll keep moving. I'm telling you, I'll keep moving. Sometimes I'll just come to my friend's place, like unknowingly. I'll just stay. I'll stay for long and laugh. They don't know why. I just all of a sudden Esther, I just came in. And you're here since you this time. Sometimes I might want to even sleep over. They don't understand. It's if I tell you, even if I don't tell you. But that was me, you know, mastering myself in that aspect. You know the kind of discussion that weighs you down. Some persons, their past life experience, when that kind of discussion comes up, they just keep mute. They can put earphone on their ears and they can start reading something else to get distracted from what they're saying because they know that that's their emotional weak point. You have to understand your emotional weak points properly so that you can be able to relate with people, so you don't keep having issues with people. You know what triggers you know what weighs you down, you know what gingers you. You know the kind of person that when you are around them, the kind of thing that they will do, and you are being hurt even when they don't know that they hurt you. So it will help you in choosing the circle of friends you would be into. Yeah, the circle of friends you will get yourself into, it will help you. Because whatever you like doing, whatever you like is what you'll be portraying. Yes, that's what you'll be portraying. The kind of environment you want is that's what you'll be portraying. So the people that likes the same kind of environment as well will always get attracted to you. Most time it might not be 100%, but 99, 80, 99, they will always come. That is why you have to be you. You have to be, you have to be real. You have to be you. You don't have to pretend. So that whatever you are portraying out there would be the authenticity. Like, it will be the originality of yourself. It will be the original you. So that you don't attract fake friends to yourself. Because a lot of people complain about fake friends. Sometimes I sit down and I'll be like, who accepted those persons first? It was what you displayed that made them come close to you, and when they came in, the real you would want to mix with the fake you, want to play out, and it's causing trouble already. They want to continue seeing what attracted them, and you don't have all it takes to keep that part of you, because that's not the real you, that's not the real you. It's just a kind of fake aspect of you. But if you kept it real at the beginning, if you don't like it, they would go. There are millions of humans out there to relate with or to interact with. The kind of your person will always come. The kind of your person will always come. Okay, I have here body weather. Okay, I have here body weather. Some people will say if I use hot water to bathe, this, if I use cold water to bathe. I said what I'm saying tonight is sounding somehow childish, but these are the basic things. You've heard a lot of things about self-discovery, but this is what I want to bring to your ear, because we are already losing it on this aspect. We are neglecting so much on this aspect. What's your weather challenge? What weather fits your body properly, so you know how to protect your own health? Do you really have allergies? Yes. Do you really have allergies? Do you know the cause of the allergies? Do you know how you can do with this, if it's manageable or it's not manageable, how you can cope with it when you are not in your comfortable environment? Some of the allergies I discovered that some people don't really discover when they are small. It's while they are growing. Then I get to discover that, oh, this is the reason why this used to happen to me. Oh, now I get to know. And some of the things we call allergy, they're not even allergy. Like, using myself as an instance, when I was younger, I stayed with my godfather's wife. So, and the way she makes her beans and plantain, it will always make me to purge. and then I hated beans and plantain. But whenever I come back to my house for holidays, my mom will always complain that I never detested any food in my house. So why would I be saying, why should I be saying that I don't eat beans and plantain again? Me that love beans, in our house we love beans so much. Even me as I am now, I love beans so much. So she cooked beans and plantain again one of the days I came back, and she forced me to test it. And after eating the beans and plantain, I started asking myself, but is this really beans and plantain? Because the one I used to eat before looking like one kind of pepper soup. I don't understand. Like the water is too much, plantain is overripe, there is too much salt or maggi, I don't know, but it's just too sweet. Like it's so very sweet. So anytime I take it always purge me. So since that day I discovered that wasn't really an allergy. Oh. That was not any allergy. It was just that mishandling of cooking. Yes, let me put it that way. They are so rest in peace now. She's already late. So mishandling of cooking, my godfather's wife. Mishandling of cooking. So you have to know these things properly. You have to get to know these things properly, okay? What I have here now is environment. What are your kind of environment? These things they have similarity relating to each other. Talk about temperament, talk about emotions, talk about mental capability. Okay, not talk about mental capability, which is the last thing on the list here. What kind of books do you know you read and they get you, you know, they give you a mind shifting kind of feeling, like not just a feeling, your mind gets transformed. And what is even your mode of reading? Some persons read with sounds and some persons don't like any drop, like any mistake of sound where they are reading. I know so many persons like that. Unlike me, when I'm reading, I love it when I make use of my earphones. I love sound. Not until I discovered the kind of sounds they use in reading, because that was part of my own discovery too, my own self discovery. And this is I love sound, but the kind of sound I have on my phone, it doesn't suit. I don't like everywhere all that quiet when I'm reading, but I love a sound that is being focused, a concentrated sound. So not until okay, I met John Obidi on Instagram, thanks to John Obidi, and one of his newsletter I read one day that we normally get on our email for those that subscribe. If you've not, search him on Instagram and subscribe to his newsletter. Very powerful, it's a mind shifting one. So I clicked on it. He dropped a link of one of the mind focus sound that he used in reading those days, that helped him to read much and to also get focus while reading. And I saw testimonies of people. One person said she read how many hours and she passed her exam. I'm like, I was seeing testimonies. I'm like, let me try, because all this while if I play music, I know I love sound, but I'm not getting the better sound I need, my ear, my brain needs for reading. So I tried that, and my god, oh, the first time I tried that, like I read 4 hours stretch. It's not a new thing. No, I've been reading, like I said, remember COVID, I talked about reading 6 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours. So but these days it hasn't been the same. But that day again, I read like 5 going to 6 hours straight, forgotten that I'm not taking my bath. It was like the sound was so. If you're interested, you can drop your comment at the comment section. I can link you to it. I can just drop the link of the sound in your comments. The sound was just so focused. And somebody still walked in my room one day and was asking me, "You are reading this kind of noise?" I'm like, the sounds I'm listening to right now. Once I put this earphone on, even if you are dancing in this room right now, this sound you don't know what I'm listening to up here. Once this thing is plugged into my ears, because it was best advised to use earphones. No matter the kind, even if you put NPR, you are dancing, that's not for me, because it will just align your mind to that same thing you are doing. No distraction, you are just there, just you alone. So you have to Discover the whole of these things. It will help you so that when you get to the page of purpose fulfilling, you've known yourself, you've known the kind of your mode of reading, the kind of books that you read, the kind of TV programs that empowers you, that nourishes your mind, that transforms your mind, that impacts you. You know your temperament, you know how to relate with your fellow humans. Because in fulfilling purpose, you are going to meet a whole different kind of persons on different platforms. People have different platforms of fulfilling purpose. You are going to meet different humans. You have to know your connection, what connects you best to people, so that you know how to connect to people and how to even maintain a relationship as well. And to also know your background so that you don't get too high that you get to forget where you are coming from. Yes. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of today's live section on self-discovery. And I'm so glad that TLC Purpose Academy started today. Like, it's a very, very big win for us, I and my team, and to me especially. I'm so grateful to God. I'm so grateful to God to have you sitting to listen to me and learning from what I have. So you might not be that much as, I don't know how to put it, as much like the men who have gotten to their limelight already, but I know that the little you've had can bless you and also bless someone with you or around you, and that's the reason why you have to share this video. Yes, drop your comment, let me know what your takes are on the things I said, on the things you had me say today, and subscribe please. Your comment is also very important to me. As much as I love you to subscribe, but your comment is also very important because it will help me to know how far the words I'm dropping to you is going to your heart, your mind, everything. Drop your comment, like this video if it was helpful to you, and share. You don't know who you are saving with this video. You don't know who you are going to be lifting out of a low self-esteem place with this video. And tomorrow is the grand finale of TLC Purpose Academy launch. I'll be having Coach Moyewa Pashakin, the world leading intelligent creative coach, will be coming to speak to us on purpose discovery. And I urge you all not to miss this section. Don't even try to miss this section for anything at all. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be very powerful. Maybe it's because today is Sunday, we don't have much people who are coming in and going out. We don't have much people, but tomorrow is Monday. We are going to be settled. Same time here, 9 p.m. African time. Thank you so much. I'm so very glad to have you. Please don't forget to subscribe. As you're looking at me now, please press that red button, subscribe, click the notification button to get notified anytime I'll be dropping videos out here. Because as long as this academy is launched, expect content, seats to do content and live streaming, standing, whatever. I'm even planning on doing a vlog on my YouTube channel for the very first time, but God will help us. But this is what we are into now. We have to get your mind intact. We have to talk you out of low self-esteem. We have to appreciate the real you that is coming up already, and to encourage you in self-discovery and in purpose discovery. There's no height you cannot attain in life if you get determined, if you get to master yourself so very well. If you get to, okay, I will recommend this book Mastery to you. You can go and read this book Mastery. It's a very powerful book. I might drop the full details about the book at the description box later, but knowing yourself will help you a lot. Even when you are in different situations, knowing yourself will help you to know how to manage things around you. Sometimes these things are uncontrollable by real human, but having a knowledge of something is still better than not having it at all, even if you don't need it at the moment. Knowledge is light. So get the proper knowledge of yourself for you to work properly, for you to function properly in the area of your purpose fulfilling. In the area of fulfilling purpose, you have to get to know yourself very, very well and understand yourself properly. Okay, this is Light, and I'm so very grateful to have you here on my YouTube channel. Thank you so very much for today. See you tomorrow for our next class. Bye for now. Thank you. Bye.